watch me do some recipe testing for hot sauce. I did 3 different batches. The first batch was a recipe I found using only serranos. I used a pound of serranos, a few garlic cloves, some seasonings like cumin, oregano, salt, pepper, cilantro, half an onion, 2 limes, half a cup of water, and 1 cup of vinegar. I started by sauteing the onions, the seasonings, and the garlic in my Dutch oven before adding the peppers, cooking them a little bit, adding the cilantro and the lime to the blender, blending it up, and then jarring it up. This is pretty much the same format I used for each batch, just changing up the peppers. So for this batch, I did half a pound of jalapenos and a half a pound of serranos, and then followed the exact same process. I could have just done 1 major batch of hot sauce, but why not? I have the peppers. I wanted to try what it tastes like using pure jalapenos, pure serranos. This is the jalapeno one, by the way. It's really, really green. Plus, serranos and jalapenos have different spice levels. So once I was all done, I had about 1 32-ounce jar and almost 1 16-ounce jar of each batch. I jarred them up and left them in the fridge because I had ordered these hot sauce bottles from Amazon, but they weren't going to get here until the next day. So this project had to wait a day. And look at how cute these bottles are. I truly would have just recycled the bottles that I have in my fridge in my cupboard if I had any available. And then this didn't dawn on me until I received the bottles, but I don't have a mini funnel. So I use this baking piping tip, which was a little bit tedious, but I didn't know what else to do, and it worked, so hey. Now this is for the first batch, the 100% serrano batch. This is the 100% jalapeno batch. And I don't mind the green color. In fact, I really like the color of the serrano one, how it's a little bit pale green. But next time I think I am going to brown the peppers a little bit more in the Dutch oven to get more of a brown hot sauce. Now for the last batch, the one that's half and half, I wanted to see what would happen if I strained it to just get the juice essentially, because the other batches I left kind of thick because I personally like that it resembles salsa more than it does hot sauce. The only really liquidy hot sauce I like is tapatio. So I just ran it under the strainer to get the juice, which was this green color, and it was a little bit off-putting, honestly. I ended up jarring it up and it was so thin. I didn't know how to thicken it up, but it reminded me of Tabasco. Like, that's how thin it was, which I don't like. So I'm giving it a chance, but I probably am not going to like it. I have gotten to use the first 2 since filming, and I will say I like the serrano one the best because none of them are spicy. Let me just say, none of them are spicy. I think the vinegar and the lime juice diluted the spiciness a lot, but I wanted it to be safe to can, as much as I made. It has good flavor, but if you know me, I'm a freak and want it to be really spicy if I'm going to put it on my food. So I obviously can't consume this much hot sauce before it goes bad. So the plan is to jar them up and can them, which is why I'm making sure to leave half an inch of headspace in each jar. I can them the next day, so they're going back in the fridge. That's why I'm not cleaning the rims or anything, because I'm just preparing them to can the next day. And what I'm thinking is, all that's missing from this really to differentiate it from a hot sauce and a salsa is tomato. So I'll just pull these off the shelf all winter, maybe add a tomato, maybe add some more hot peppers to them, and just use them to make salsas essentially all winter. Or I can also pull them off the shelf, jar them up as mild hot sauce and gift them or whatever. I always have fun doing projects like this and seeing all the different ways I can use the harvest.